What's up, people? Tony here, and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews. And today this is episode 146, and we're on another multi-part review here. And yes, like I said after episode 145, I promised I wouldn't do any more two-part reviews for a while and stuff. And here we have episode 146, part 1 of 3 today. It's the 3-part review. I haven't done a 3-part review in a while. And I was kind of juggling on what series to review next. I wanted to find a series, a franchise that wasn't as popular as it was back then, and stuff. And I think I found one. Now, how many of you enjoy playing games where you drive a car? Like, you play a lot of racing games where you're driving a car trying to get in first place and stuff. Well, how about a game where you're doing missions taking place inside a car the whole time and stuff? I'm sure a lot of you like that idea, and it is a fascinating idea, because like we've had games like in the arcades do this stuff, like we had Spy Hunter by Midway, and more. But today we're gonna be looking at a full 3D type driving mission like game. And I know people are probably thinking you're thinking of Grand Theft Auto, aren't you? No, not really. Not really, because like I know Grand Theft Auto came before this series like that, but still, this was kind of what would like inspire the 3D Grand Theft Auto games. So this game series was made by Reflections, all the people who made Destruction Derby 1 and 2. And that series we're going to talk about is the Driver series. It'll be in 3 parts here. Part 1, we're going to look at Driver, You Are The Wheelman. Driver 2, The Wheelman is Back. And then Part 3, Driver 3. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about Driver Parallel Lines and Driver San Francisco and stuff? Well, to be honest with you, Driver Parallel Lines is terrible. It has nothing to do with the original storyline of Driver and stuff. Just basically, you play as some no-name hippie guy from the 70s like that, and just he's unlikable, and they copied the Grand Theft Auto formula way too much. They're just very much not interesting and stuff. And Driver San Francisco, while it is good, it's just I mainly wanted to look at the ones that are made by Reflections and stuff. So that's just me though. We have a lot to talk about here. Let's just start with the first part here. Driver, You Are The Wheelman, or just called Driver, released in 1999 for the PlayStation, the PC, and the Game Boy. And a lot to talk about here, so let's get started. Now, like I said before, Driver, You Are The Wheelman, or Driver is what they call it, is a mission-based game that takes place in a car. You're an undercover police detective, or police officer, whatever you want to call it, and you basically are doing missions in the car, and that's basically what just a driver is. Like, Driver, You Are The Wheelman gives you a lot of potential for driving, and you are able to you go from point A to point B, doing various missions. You are the wheelman, hired by various contacts, and that's basically what you do. You are the wheelman. You're Driver the Wheelman, and that's what you do there, and that's what it is in my opinion. Definitely, you are the wheelman, and that's what it is. Now let's just start here, like getting down to the basics here. Driver, You Are The Wheelman is considered the best game in the Driver series to start that, and I do have to agree. The first one here is the best one because it's set up to what more was gonna come along the way. Sure, there are a couple of problems here and there that I have with the game, and improvements would have been made. But if you can look past all that stuff, Driver, You Are The Wheelman is definitely the best game in the Driver franchise. Now let's get started here. The story takes place well, it's rumored to be like in the late 70s, like 1978 or so, where the game tells the story of Tanner, who was a detective for the New York Police Department, who was going undercover to infiltrate an organized nice crime ring by impressing the bosses by doing missions in his car and stuff. And like what it means, like you are doing odd jobs for people, like picking someone up and picking someone up and driving them to a location, or taking a beat-up car to the junkyard, or driving a stolen car or so, or wrecking restaurant windows, and more. It's basically like you are the wheelman, and you're basically doing this stuff, and that's basically what the story is. It doesn't have to be very deep or anything like that. It's basically a story that moves the game along. That's basically what they do there with Driver, You Are The Wheelman. Now the story is awesome, like I said, but after that, after we see the cutscene where it has your boss talking to Tanner and stuff, you get pulled, you get into the training mission, and this is one of the main things that people hated about this game, because the training mission is very hard for newcomers. You only get a minute to figure out everything, and a lot of people just basically quit because they couldn't figure out the training mission and stuff. But me, I took the time and I was able to get past the training level in the cramped parking garage. So don't let this training mission fool you, but people don't like it, because the game gets much better after that. And then after you do the training, you start off you start off your missions. You first start off in Miami, then you go to San Francisco, then Los Angeles, then New York City, and then like you pick you pick from a variety of missions. Like you pick whatever mission you want. Like you can pick a mission where you are just picking people up, or you can pick a mission where you can destroy it, where you can like take a beat up car to a junkyard, so more and more. And each city you travel to, you have a different car that you choose and stuff. And I really think it's cool, because like the way these vehicles look, it's awesome. Like you have a 1972 Buick Skylark, a 1981 Dodge Ram, or a Buick Wrangle, or a Ford Gran Torino Elite, a Pontiac Le Mans, a Ford Fairlane, a Dodge Charger, a 1972 Chevy Nova, a Chevrolet Chevette, a Cadillac sedan, and more and more and more. And you have a lot of cars, but my favorite car in the game is probably the Buick Skylark, the one you use in the first part of the game, because I like that car the best, and I feel like it's the main car that they use in a lot of the in the game, because like it's on the cover, and you pretty much use that when you're in Miami, and more, and like I said, you get a different car each time there. But I'm kind of going off topic here, but I gotta get back on track here. For the game's presentation, the game's graphics look great. While they're not the best graphics ever, they still look great. I mean, the graphics haven't aged the greatest, but they still, for its time, look great. Like the car models look really impressive. Although some of the car models can look a little blocky, for the most part the car models look really nice. The environments that you're in for the mission stuff, that they look great too. You got some fancy weather effects, and it can have daytime and nighttime. It can rain and stuff too, and be overcast. So the weather transitions in the game and the weather effects look very realistic for its time. And also a cool thing is that the vehicles can take damage. Not just your vehicle, but other vehicles you hit, they can take damage too. And once you wreck them completely and they're on fire and stuff like that, it looks really cool. And it's amazing like how like this was on the PlayStation. They were able to do this many graphical effects here and such, like with crashes and how damage looks and stuff. And the game runs at a smooth frame rate throughout the entire time, so don't have to worry about no smooth frame rate there. The frame rate runs smooth throughout the whole game, and even if there are slowdowns, it's very rare. And that's what I'm saying there. The cutscenes do look nice, although like the character's mouths don't really move and stuff like that, and they kind of just gesture. They kind of really don't really gesture around much or so, but for the most part, the graphics do look great in my opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. And also the menu looks nice too. Like the menu has like Tanner's face and stuff like that for undercover and such, and it's pretty nice there. For sound, I gotta say, sound is probably one of my favorite parts of Driver, You Are The Wheelman. The music is awesome. I love the music, especially lately, like the music you hear in Miami and stuff like that too, like and like the main theme and all that stuff. A lot of great music. Although it is weird that the PC version has different music from the PlayStation version, and I've heard the PC soundtrack. The PlayStation soundtrack is much better. It has more of a 70s feel to it, and it's more rock tunes and stuff. It sounds better than the PC. So if you want to listen to the music, you can find it on YouTube. So I'm just saying there, like the music is awesome. The voice acting is pretty laughable and pretty laughably bad, but still, like at its time, you couldn't get top-notch voice actors like that. It was a rare thing. I know we had that Metal Gear Solid released close to like 1998, 1999, but still, like the voice acting is pretty hokey, and you can't take it seriously and stuff. But still, like the voice acting is just really laughable. I mean, Tanner sounds the best, but like a lot of the actors sound like porn stars or freaking like or freaking sex crazed drug addicts or so like that or so. And so a lot of the voice setting is laughable and stuff, but Tanner's sounds pretty good, so that's fine there. And of course, like the way the vehicles sound very loud, and the engine sounds really loud too. They kind of sound like motorcycles, and they sound as well. I mean, I like how they sound realistic in my opinion. That's just me though and stuff. Is what I am trying to say. But like good sound for the most part. But now getting into the meat of this review, the gameplay, and the gameplay is great, although there are some problems that I have with it. But we'll get that out of the way later on. Let's talk about the goods here first. Like I said, this game is strictly car-based. You're doing your missions in your car, and that's basically what it is. Like, driver, you are the wheelman, gives you a lot of potential for driving. I mean, it pretty much started the 3D driving sandbox like and stuff for like future games like Grand Theft Auto 3 and stuff and more and more. I mean, if it were for games like this game to be exact, we wouldn't have Grand Theft Auto 3 or any of that stuff. So that's what I'm just trying to say there. I mean, I know I'm not trying to compare. That's like comparing apples to oranges, but still, I'm just trying to say there. But like I said before, you basically do missions in cars and stuff, and after you beat the training level, which it is beatable. If you're having trouble with the training mission, just go to the training itself, and you can watch what they do. I mean, like, it's not impossible. I mean, a lot of people don't have the patience, but I had the patience, and I beat it, and I had to progress more in the game. After that, like, you have a little hotel room that you stay in, and you have like you choose your mission through an answering machine, and you can choose your missions and stuff, and it changes the story there and stuff like that. Like, it can affect the story a little bit and stuff. So yeah, but just to be warned, like some of the voice messages you get don't even have nothing to do with missions at all. It's basically scam stuff about like burgers and cheeseburgers like that, and one of them that's speaking in a different language. So yeah, just be aware there. But you can't choose those anyway, so won't even let you accept them. So yeah. But getting back on track here. You pretty much just spend time going to these 4 cities doing missions and stuff. You get a new car each time, but it is a little disappointing that like in the PS1 version you don't get to choose what car you would choose your car in each city you go to. That's kind of an annoyance there, because like I liked my favorite, like I said, my favorite car in the game was the Buick Skylark, and it would have been nice to use that game throughout the vehicle throughout the whole game, but still you can't. But I'm not complaining, because I do like the other vehicles and stuff like that too. I do like the other vehicles like the Pontiac, Le Mans, and the Ford Fairlane, the Chevy Nova and stuff like that, and all of them. And like a lot of cool cars, in my opinion, definitely is what I'm trying to say. And there is a big variety in the missions here. Like I said, you're picking someone up and then taking them to a destination, destroying restaurant windows or destroying things, or you can drive in a taxi to scare a passenger, or you can hijack a cop car, or you're gonna destroy a cop car, cars and stuff like that to like retrieve someone who's held hostage or so. And you do a lot there, and like it is some of the missions are very short, which is a little bummer, but a lot of the missions are long though. I mean, like they'll require you to think on your feet there. Definitely is what I'm trying to say there. And Reflections here did a great job. I mean, like, there's a lot to do in this game, because like it's pretty cool. But I should warn you, if you're doing undercover mode, you cannot dilly-dally or try and waste time driving around exploring the cities you're in, because these missions are timer-based. And yes, that's the one thing that people didn't like, was that the missions were timer-based and don't give you a lot of time. I will admit that this was a small annoyance for certain missions, but it wasn't that big of an issue. I mean, like, I know like the training mission only gives you like 1 minute or so to complete the whole thing, but it's passable once you learn the ropes and stuff. And of course, like, you gotta follow the rules on the road here too, because like you got cops in the tail. They see you run a red light or speed, or pass them or so like that, or try to cut in front of cars, they will take you down, and the felony rate can go up. And they'll even have roadblocks for you on the road, and then you'll have to try and evade them. And once your felony rate goes up, it is harder to avoid them, which I will get to talk about later. And they try, like I said, it's kind of a simulator driving game, but kind of not at the same time, because like you're doing missions and stuff in like cars and such, and that's basically what you do there. And there's also, like, I gotta mention, like, if you want to explore the city, do the take a ride mode. Take a ride mode. You have time to explore the game's cities. Although, like, if you don't like the cops are gonna be on your ass if you break the if you break the rules of the road and stuff. And you can choose day or night and stuff. And that's pretty cool. You get a different car each time you drive it and stuff. And your felony rate will go up. So yeah, and also, we gotta mention also film director, where you can like create little movies of you being in the car driving around, so that you can make your own police chase little short movies like that if you want to do that as well. It's like if like those cop like shows or cop films, and you can like have a little fun with the film directing modes. That is pretty cool. That you have there. There's a lot of goodies in this game. This game will keep you occupied for a while. Even when you beat the undercover mode, you'll have a lot. There's a lot more to do. That'll keep you entertained and occupied for a while. Is what I'm trying to say there. But now we gotta get to the bads here, and there are some bads here that I gotta talk about. So let's get started here. First off, although I do applaud them for making the game realistic and stuff, the felony cop AI can be ruthless at times. They'll bang up your car, and like they'll keep chasing you over and over and over, and they will not leave you alone. And if you don't like the cops being on your ass like that, you are in trouble there and stuff, definitely, because like for certain missions you gotta lose the cop tail, you gotta lose the tail of the cops before you can complete the mission, and that can be a pain in the neck, especially if it's on time limit and stuff, because there are certain missions where the time will go up and give you an unlimited time to like complete the mission. But if you're on a time limit, you only have like 30 seconds remain. You better get those cops off your tail, because they're not here to play games. They're not just gonna like let you walk away scotch-free and stuff. Although they can't get out and arrest you, they'll just ram you all, or they'll just ram you they'll just try to ram you to get you to stop and stuff, and that's what will happen there. And also a little complaint is that like when you lose the tail, when you lose the tail of the cops, the music stays on the cop chase music for each mission and stuff, which is kind of a little annoyance there and stuff. And also for the fact that like sometimes your vehicle can get stuck, and like you'll have to restart the mission because you'll get stuck a little bit, but that very rarely happens. So the game, it does have some problems with it and stuff. It has its problems, and also the vehicle physics can be stiff at times. While they feel realistic, some of the physics can be like the turning can feel stiff. And if you get hit and you're trying to regain control of your car, it'll take some time for you to resituate yourself, and you may not be able to situate yourself because it could be too late. And yeah, that's just what it is there. And so some of the missions can be overly difficult. Like there's one mission in New York where you're trying to dress people off at the Grand Central Station. All of a sudden, these armored cars come after you, and it's hard to lose the tail because they'll keep tailing you and stuff, and so it'll take a while for you to get used to the mission and stuff. So it's best to avoid the cops and stuff, because it's best to avoid the cops, except for the fact that you won't see the cops on your map or radar until the last minute, which can get a little frustrating here, because like it can get a little awkward and frustrating there, but I mean it's not a game killer and stuff. It's just, yeah, I mean, and so there's certain missions in the game that won't let you repair the damage of your car, or your felony won't go away. If it's a multiple mission and stuff, and you have a lot of damage and your felony rate's up, you might as well just go ahead and restart the mission, because it's not gonna help you at all. It's just gonna frustrate you and stuff. But it's not a bad game. A lot of games do have their flaws, but these flaws can actually but the game can still be beaten. And I liked it a lot. I liked this game. It's definitely one of the best. And aside from that, there really isn't much else to say. I mean, I have not played the PC version or the Game Boy Color version, but I heard the Game Boy Color version is terrible, so I'm just saying there. But I heard the PC version is good, and then people like the PC version better. But me being the PlayStation guy, and I don't play PC games much, I'm going with the PS1 version. It's the best version out there in my opinion. And this game will take you about like 10 hours to beat or so, and then you can do all the goodies and stuff. So what are my final thoughts here are? If you want to play a game that takes place in a car, you like car-based missions and stuff, and you just want to, or you like to go driving around and stuff, then pick up Driver, You Are The Wheelman, because it's worth owning in your collection, definitely. My final rating goes like this. Due to the complaints I have with this game, like the difficulty and like the timer-based missions like that, or some of the glitches where you get stuck or so and other things, I'm going to be taking some points off, but I'm still going to give this game a 9 out of 10. It's worth owning in your collection if you like these type of games. Driver, You're the Wheelman. It's the best one of the bunch, and you'll find out why it's the best one of the bunch. And that's it for episode 146, part 1 of 3. We're not done yet. We're going to zoom ahead to the year 2000, 2001. We're going to, actually, year 2000 exactly. We're going to look at Driver 2, The Wheelman's Back, for the PlayStation, PC, and the Game Boy Advance, called Driver 2 Advance. How does this game fare from its predecessor? I mean, I know it said the first one is the best one, but who knows? I may not be. I may just be saying that. So you don't know. You have to find out. That's pretty much all I gotta say. If you like what you see here, subscribe, like the video, comment down below, join my Discord group, TTBurger. Always looking for more people to join. The links in the description below, and just have fun checking out more videos. There's a lot more on the way. So be on the lookout for that. Next up, we're going to look at Driver 2, The Wheelman's Back, which all I gotta say, this is Tony, peace now, have a great day, see you all in episode 146, part 2 of 3.